Hello, David. Chef David, how are you?
I'm good, Sensei. Hanging out. How are you?
Okay, good. Let's just start. This is the 101 as interviewing for a famous chef you know, in Florida right now.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself right now.
My name is David Bouhadana. I'm 34 years old. I graduated Sushi Chef Institute 13 years ago. I'm the head chef and co-owner of Sushi by Boo, Sushi by Bay, Moonrise Izakaya, and my newest, biggest, funnest thing, Sunset Sushi.
Good. Started making good money.
No, losing quickly.
I see the boat.
Yeah, the boat. I need more boat fuel, so I'm here to work.
I'm happy to see the new restaurant has come up.
Thank you.
In Miami. And so show us or tell us what's going on.
Well, we do have a Miami location. Florida has been pretty much kind of opened for the last month or two. Miami-Dade, South Florida, was reclosed and just reopened last week. I'm in Boca, which is Palm Beach. We are in phase 2, I believe. But also, this area has been less chaos because it's just small. It's a smaller town and there's more space, so it hasn't been devastating in this area. So it has been a little more lean back and business as usual. The shopping malls open, all the stores are open, and people are just keeping doing their best to keep safe and clean.
This is good. So your restaurant coming up soon? So we're going to open already or soft open or?
I call it the softest opening, which means a long time to open. Sunset Sushi for me is just a passion project and a comeback to my hometown. So I'm not in a rush. Also, I love doing grand opening. I love having party. I love having cheersing my customers and hugging everybody. But now isn't the time. So that's why I call it the softest opening. So maybe October, I would maybe say officially open to the public. But right now, it's still COVID. It's still early, so I'm not in a rush. And I was saying before, I got a very good deal because of the market right now. Real estate, especially in restaurant business or retail spaces, whether you're doing restaurants or salon or things that you can't do right now, but surprisingly, they're very cheap if you're looking to invest in them. And as a business owner, when you sign a lease like this, you're looking at 5, 10, 15, 20-year leases. So in a long game, if we are, let's just say 3 more months, 6 more months of tough restrictions, I still have 9 years to look ahead on a good investment, hopefully.
Well, you know what you're doing because I know the last 15 years.
Yeah, you taught me well.
So up and down, up and down, up and down. As life is
Always.
not easy. Same as me, I was in a hospital as in a few years and then having hard times. And many happen as good and bad as this life it is. A lot of people are never that much hurt because in coronavirus you can't get out, and then people are going downside.
Right.
I did it, see the hells and maybe more than a few times. you know you having a hard time and up and down, up and down. Because I know I said I'd stop. First restaurant, I said, don't stop, don't working for 15 hours by yourself. I said, no, no. Now you do the same thing and like I did it. You're in a hospital. Doctor
It's
stuff.
tough.
Yeah.
It's really a chef life.
Yeah. So it's we like to do. We like to do everything we would like to do, but it's you can't do by yourself in the early in the morning and late night. So
Mhm.
you have to be in a team. Share the work, share the job, share the responsibilities and things. Now a lot of people want back end work, but some people it's not and things. So what we can do though at this moment, and then there's so many free time, you and in a home, just shopping and I reading a book, is educating things, see the YouTube and see it happen. So what's your recommended? What you done in the last 3 months to do how motivation up or how creates the be ready the searching things wise.
I think, oh, sorry, very loud, that there is an opportunity. Everybody is going through the same problem right now, the world pandemic, and a lot of life choices. For me, I'm going back to the basics. You know, up until 6 months ago, I actually wasn't too much of a chef. I was more of a businessman, learning, you know, expanding my business and working with so many people and trying to open locations. So I really, you know, when you take away that, you ask yourself, well, who am I? Well, I said, oh, that's right, I forgot, I'm a chef. So for me, it's great to go back to the basics. And I'm sure
Mm,
anybody who has been devoted to something for 10, 15 years or even longer, that right now it's actually fun to go back to where you started. And for me, it's at the cutting board and to do it by myself rather than have a whole team. So I
mhm,
think going back to the basics, and everybody who had a lot of time to themselves lately, that they probably have done the same thing. They go back to what they know how to do and take away the flashy life, take away the, you know, the great life we all had. And I'm just a chef.
mm,
And
mm,
so I'm happy that I got to get my own space going again and just make sushi the way I started. And I know in 6 months, in 1 year, things will be different and I'll be back, you know, in a higher position. But for now, if there's people who are, you know, shaping a surfboard in their garage one by
mhm,
one because they have the time. But before he owned a whole surf shop, he would have 20 guys making it. But now
mm,
he's making the surfboards. And for you too, Sensei, you know, you were on to so many things. You know, everybody was on to so many things, like cruise ships and how many catering things you've done. And now you're going back to what you started with was the school.
mhm, mhm,
And but you know, overcoming and adapting is very important. And you're an example of doing it. I know you have your own network, you have your own platform, you have your own YouTube channel, and you're now going into the digital age and you're adapting and overcoming. And you're still remaining the same knowledge. You're still giving people the same, you know, excitement, and you're gonna bring it to their house. And
mhm,
yeah, it might cost something, but that's a service, that's a business, and we're just pivoting our business. For me, I have to make sushi for people in front of me. I can't put it on the camera. Maybe I can start doing virtual sushi omakases, but I think for me, it's back to the basics, and
mm,
you're back at the school, right where
mhm,
you started.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, exactly same me. I'm in education fields. I'm in a chef, but it's more not making a production of sushi anymore. I need to do production with a human, but we are closed down a few months. So I go back myself. What I need to do is I like to be writing. I started to and a paint calligraphy things in a paint shoot. And I did sometime practice. I'm a bad writing. I learning for Zoom, like new technology. I learned. I started to YouTube, and I try to do editing. I can use my phone to video, but it's not a bad thing. So we have to do editing myself. So it's educating myself. Something that we have no time to do myself. So now I have a lot of time. So because I'm not gonna be in a classroom, I'm not gonna be making something. So I'm in a home, so I can do myself to educating. No, in the shopping nights, yes, we do. School is painted already, clean myself. Spent all 3 days hurting my back, but I did a lot of things to do something, learn a lot of things. So this is a good time to do stay out the fish, to stay out to something. But you can do, yeah. You told me, you tell the bringing back into yourself to you refresh out to learning more a different way or upgrading. You're human upgrading. This is a good thing to be ready. It's probably by next, 5, 6 months to embark on, regular style, lifestyle, so we can to be ready with a different person, like a more value of you. That should be good for that. Mm. So, what tell me is the next your venture?
Well, my next adventure, this is my next adventure, Sunset Sushi.
Sure.
And then it's back to the reopening process. So
Mm-hmm.
Miami Beach just reopened. So we
Mm-hmm.
reopened twice now. And so we're going to continue doing our best in Miami. And this week it's our first week open, and we had a great response. We're doing
Mm-hmm.
good for the capacity. And our Chicago location is doing, 25% occupancy, and we're doing okay. New York just received the news that September 30th, indoor capacity.
Mm-hmm.
My team and I spoke. We have 4 locations. We're going to open one, and we're going to attempt. We know the payroll is going to be an issue. We have used all of our PPP money. These are things that we've been surviving on. A lot of these companies, a lot of these businesses paying rent, paying some for takeout delivery, having the chefs come in. So a lot of us use that money. There's really no adventure right now. Right now
Mm-hmm. Keep
it's
going.
just, yeah, just keep going, and then there's opportunity. There's people who are making money right now from different businesses or real estate. So there's
Mm-hmm.
still business out there. The economy is still strong. There's not, I'm not worried about food or money. It's around us. It's not like it's depression and it's severe. All the stores are open. The girls are getting their nails done. Things are,
Mm-hmm.
life looks normal. It just has a mask.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think we're past, it looks like we're past the worst part. And also I think the feeling too, everyone is, because of the lower death rates and the
Mm-hmm.
politics and the election, I think there's been a little bit of misconception and hysteria, but everyone has their own choice to make. But I think people are ready to go back to work,
Mm-hmm.
schools, and living at home and doing everything remotely isn't possible for most of us.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, coming back and sooner, school a little changes and president elections comes in. Japan also we have big changes right now, so
Yeah,
it could
saw.
be in many different way going to happen. But by yourself, it's just there's so many around us. That's the different world. But so keep it yours, do the best you can, and I keep going to whatever you need to do on a daily basis and keep up in the education. That's only we can do, and step by step, day by day. I told you that kind of
No, you
thing.
promised me I graduate, I have to get rich. I'm still working.
Well, working
No,
is good. It's not a hospital.
no, it's and like I was saying before, back to the basics. It's
Mm,
nice to be back in the kitchen, 12 hours and
mm,
no phone and
mm.
practicing my old techniques and
Mhm.
and that just going back to the basics. And I think that's a
Sure,
big
sure,
one.
sure.
And people who don't have a basics will then also take time for yourself and learn what you like, learn what you don't like. I think we had a 5-month period that of uncertainty and time of reflection. So for me, my default was sushi and go back to the cutting board. And for other people, explore new things. And for me, relocating to Florida and being closer to my family was very important
Mm,
because nothing more important than family and health. But now that I seem to have a family and we're all in good health, we're doing
mm,
our best, and now it's step by step, and we're
mhm.
trying to reemerge and get back to as normal as possible.
Okay. So finally, I'd like to requesting our my project for everyone in the world. It's called One World Sushi Chef Network, and Hulu today. We would like to request you this as soon as you can. If you have a time, it's making up your signature dish and post it to us, and then we have to show to everyone. Everyone want to see you and your dish. So.
All right, thank you. Well, my dish is just sushi, so I have to make something else. I don't know if it's my signature dish, but I have a couple of things I'm thinking. I'm gonna
Okay.
do one of my favorite dishes to eat,
Okay.
and it's pretty simple. It's because I think Japanese, they call it okasan cooking, but I
Okay.
believe it's like soul food.
Hmm.
So I have a couple ideas. I'll let
Okay.
you know, and then I'll tag a chef, and let's
Okay.
get the chain reaction going.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sensei,
Good luck
pleasure
to
as
you.
always. Thank you. Have a
Okay.
great day. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye.